Hi guys, and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation, and this is going to be another top 5, and it is top 5 historical myths. Number 1 is that menstruating women could cure the plague. This was a medieval belief that the first blood of a virgin, of course, because men are obsessed with virgins for some reason because they're disgusting, when collected on a napkin and wrapped around the victim, could cure the plague. Not true, but a weird menstrual historical myth nonetheless. Number 2 is menstruating women could poison you with a look, since periods are evil, obviously. And if you have them frequently, you will stack up your evil, kind of like a dominoes effect of menstruation. So that when you reach an advanced age, you have built up all of this like ultra concentrated menstrual poison, and therefore your gaze or your look could become very venomous, and this could kill men. Obviously, this is another medieval belief. Number 3 is menstruating women could cause food to go bad. This myth is actually still a current myth, but it has several cultural origins across South Asia and India, and the impurity of the menstrual cycle could cause, and it essentially goes that the impurity of the menstrual cycle causes food to spoil, and in some cases they are banned from preparing food altogether and up to 4 days after their period. This still is quite prevalent across India. Ironically enough, for a class of women who, have to be in the kitchen preparing food. So, number 4 is menstruating women that give off a poison called menotoxin. This is from 1920s Austria. And Dr. Bella Seach. So, sorry about my pronunciation. Connected the wilting flowers in his house to his menstruating maid, and allegedly, through a series of experiments, I hesitate to call them experiments because they quite clearly weren't scientific. Bella Seach concluded that menstruating women excrete menotoxin, like from their pores, and would poison people if they cooked, cleaned, or handled anything that was then touched by anybody else. I possibly feel this is why this didn't become a very popular myth, because it would mean that men would have to do shit on their own, and I don't think that they could cope. Number 5 is that menstruating women kill crops and bees. Pliny the Elder, in his Encyclopedia Natural History, stated that direct contact with menstrual blood caused crops to fail, bees to die, and dogs to go crazy with menstrual poison. Obviously ridiculous and ludicrous. However, if the bees died, the crops would die, because bees are essentially why 85% of the world is alive. And the bonus historical myth is that menstruating women control the weather. I kind of like this, because it kind of fits into this whole, Egyptian goddess Storm. If you don't know who Storm is, she's from comic books, and she became quite famous in the X-Men, played by Halle Berry, but she's an Egyptian weather goddess, essentially, and that's kind of awesome. Again, with Pliny the Elder, because it was included in his natural history encyclopedias, that all kinds of tempestuous weather and storms could can be conveniently stopped by menstrual blood, because that's how they got started. I am kind of a big fan of this, which is why it was included as the bonus myth. Outside of that, I think my videos seem to be getting rather quicker, but probably less rambly. Anyway, as with every other time, my contact details are down in the description. Outside of that, you guys have been YouTubing long enough to know what you guys need to do. And outside of that, enjoy the rest of your morning, evening or night. Bye guys.